In this video I want to show you how you can use your Mode Decoder to be able, as a shortcut really, to be able to working out how to play a particular song. So this song that I realised I could play using the Mode Decoder is Beat It by Michael Jackson. It's quite a straightforward song really, it's 3 chords, but there's a classic riff in there as well. But I found that it falls in really easily to location 3 that I have, that you would learn based on the minor pentatonic scale, as you know, with the extra notes of the diatonic scale in this particular position. So for Beat It by Michael Jackson, it is in fact in the key of E flat minor, and what that means for a guitarist is that you would normally have to detune the guitar down 1/2 step so that your E string is now an E flat string, and what was your F fret is now an E, so it's all down, detuned down 1 step. So with the Mode Decoder you don't have to do that, of course, it just tells you where to play. So that's one interesting thing about it to begin with. So it's an E flat minor. So the first thing I want to do then is put E flat into the minor, into the Aeolian box, so that it's set. And just turn that, so there we go, we have E flat in the minor box. Now I'm not going to go into the chords at the moment for this, because the interesting part is here. So as you know, hopefully, that these 3 locations are where the minor pentatonic scale fits in on your guitar neck, and the black notes are the minor pentatonic shape that you can recognise from there, and the grey notes are the other 2 notes. So for all those notes here are all the notes in a scale or a mode, and this tells you where to place it. So we've set it to be in E flat, and this shows me that the fret I need to put this note on is B flat, which is the 6th, the E string where B flat lives on, and that's the 6th fret. And then follow this scale pattern. So the first thing that you'll notice within this pattern is that the shape of the E flat chord will fall on these notes that you can see. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's the B flat, but this is the E flat, and that's our root note, which makes our E flat minor chord. Okay, so we can see from the diagram location 3 that all the notes that are available to me, not only the minor pentatonic scale, which is, but also this one, that one, and that one. And you can see how all those notes of the scale fit in as I maybe, if I start from this one, you can see, so that's actually the major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But we're playing the minor scale. And that's, if you notice, the notes I played contains this note, which was one of the notes of that original scale, that note, and that note, and that makes the E minor scale. You don't need to work any of this out, of course. You'll just know. It's just interesting for you to know that how chords fit on top of the notes that you know that you can play by knowing that particular little pattern. So there we are, E flat. Now, because we know all those notes are correct, then that riff that we know so well, you can find out by trial and error how to play that, basically, because you know have all the right notes, and it turns out that it's like this. Now that's not the way they teach you how to play it on other YouTube videos on how to play this song, because it's down here on the guitars, detuned a half step. But I'm not interested in playing accurately to the record. I'm interested in being able to knock out a version of it that is great fun for me to play, that I can play along to without having to detune my guitar, without having to learn the song note for note. So all I need to know is I am in this position here. I can hear the sort of sound of that song already, and because we know that these notes are all available, you can hear how the melody sounds already. So if I play that one, I can hear that it's just within our minor pentatonic, actually. Really, it's so the other notes. Now the second chord I played there, actually I said I wasn't going to do the chords, but I'm going to show you anyway on here how we have E flat as our first chord, and really all it's doing is going down to the next chord, the next note, and then down to the next note again. So the next one down is C sharp, and the next one again is B. So we've got E flat, C sharp, and B. And if you're not sure where they are, there's a little diagram here to show you exactly where they are. It's just a matter of counting. And in this case it turns out that it's just down. So that's a minor chord, then it's a major chord, and then it's a major chord, as you can tell from here. So we've got E minor, C sharp major, B flat major. So you know exactly where you are, you can keep referring to that. So all I'm doing there, you can hear that the song's starting to come together, can't you? Now if you notice here, although I said that is a C sharp, I'm actually playing a C6, and I know I can play a C6 because it tells me here. So I'm playing a C6, and the C6 is very easy on this shape. So we have, it's like an A shape really, sort of thing, if you imagine an A down here, how you normally play it. So it's that shape, or you might do that. So that E bottom E string there, top E string. For a normal C sharp is down there, but for a 6 you just bar the whole fret off like that. Well, that sounds really great with the E minor because it's still played, isn't it? These are really the only chords, eh? So you can, I haven't looked at how to play it properly. All I know is that sounds a bit like it, and I quite like it. You can sort of play for hours like that. Oh yes, so the other, let me put it on distortion, just so you can hear a bit more like the original possibly. And then we have now again on the other videos that you get of this song, there's a whole sort of different fingering up here. I'm not sure where it is exactly. It shows you how to get that exact sound. But for me, I'm just banging along trying to get something similar. I can sort of get an approximation of it because we've got that type of. So I'm just concentrating on the bottom 2 strings for the first bit and the next ones for the other ones. So that's good fun, So that's that. Yeah, that's like a little bit, and then now obviously the vocal does that bit, but if you're playing guitar on your own or to a backing track, it's quite nice to maybe play. So then the beat it thing itself, you can either play the beat it thing depending on the track that you've played along to, or you can just do the beat it in this sort of which is quite nice to play those 2 chords. So that's a sort of quick way that you can use. It works particularly well, I think, for that song because it's got so few songs and the chords just go up and down one note at a time, and there's variation around the same basic E flat minor noise chord. So let me give it a try with a drum track to see how that sounds. Excuse mistakes. Glitchy, but you get the idea. It is basically a lot of fun, and you can do that with this and with other songs using the Mode Decoder really easily. Really makes it nice and simple.